Hi everyone, I'm Holly with Missouri River Soap, and today I'm making a soap that I designed a couple of months ago called #Worthy. The message behind this soap is that you are worthy. You are worthy of love and respect. I created this soap during a time of particular upheaval and uprising in America, and I just wanted to combine the rainbow and the human rainbow together in one soap. Now I know on the particular day that I made this soap that I was feeling rather emotional. I was feeling inspired and encouraged, but I was also feeling quite emotional, and I can tell that came through in my soap making. This was a particularly hard edit. I could see that I was not working quite as organized. Sometimes I operate in organized chaos, of course, but I could tell that something was just off and I wasn't really functioning like I normally do. Now, I'm very much a soaper from the heart. I am an emotional soaper, but I try to make sure I only soap on days that I'm feeling really good, that I have I don't know, just that the mood is right. If I'm not in a good mood, if I'm feeling exceptionally stressed, I just know that the soap making is not going to go well. This is going pretty normal to how I would make a layered soap. It did not turn out as I expected, and it happens in this layer right here where I poured the yellow on just a little bit too soon and it brought the green up. So at that point I knew I wasn't going to have completely straight layers anymore, and I was going to have to make a change. Now playing this back in the edit, I could see at the point where it starts mixing that I probably could have continued on with my design and just worked through that, that center splotchiness, and then my design would have worked out. But I changed my mind and I just went with the flow, and I love it. So it's like a happy accident. It's okay. We don't always have to have the most perfect scenario for every batch of soap we make. It's okay to be spontaneous, and I love how it turned out. I actually wouldn't want it to be any other way at this point. Now I don't remember exactly the combination that I used for this color. I do have notes, but I don't remember it off the top of my head here. But the majority of this red color is coming from Trial by Fire from Nurture Soap Supplies. I just love this. This is a great, great color. So this is the point where I decided to stir it up. That bottom couple of layers, the purple and the blue, were quite hard, and it actually gave it a really neat design on the cut. So like I said before, I'm pleased with it. I have learned to go with the flow with soap making. It's not always so cut and dry. Alright, so moving on to the second batch, I'm doing my very typical routine, the coconut milk into the oil. I'm adding in my lye solution. And now in with the fragrance oil. This is one that I blended. It is sweet tea and sugar and mint, and it is so good. It fits this soap just perfect. So now coloring the human rainbow portion of this soap, we're using some white and some micas and some activated charcoal for black. Now because my bottom rainbow layer kind of turned out all wonky, I decided that I was just going to pour this on in more of a swirly fashion. Originally, this was supposed to be a completely 12 layer straight, maybe I was going to do 11, but the 11 to 12 layer straight layered soap. And it was going to have purple on the bottom, we were going to go to red, and then we were going to work our way up to black. And that is a design that would be quite beautiful to accomplish at some point. It just was not on this batch. I just love these colors together. It just looks like nougat and caramel, and oh gosh, wouldn't that make just an amazing soap just on its own. Now this top layer I do want to be predominantly black, so I'm going to kind of just get that on and smooth it around. And now I'm just drizzling the top with some of the mica and olive oil mixture that I used to color the batch. And now I'm just going to give it a little swirly whirly with a popsicle stick. I was a little heavy handed here. It really doesn't take that much mica to create a beautiful design, but again, per bar, it's actually quite delightful. You have to see the whole picture. I remember when I was done with this soap, I was quite exhausted. And there we go. What a thing of beauty. This turned out so gorgeous and so beautiful. That Trial by Fire mica or colorant, whatever it is from Nurture Soap Supplies, it's a stunner. I love how the bottom layers are still kind of like layered, but then it gets all mixed up. It's a fun look. Gotta get those rows all straightened up. Gotta make room. I had several people tell me that that bottom rainbow design really did look like a radar, like a weather radar. I have to agree with them, and that would make a fun looking soap. It's just so bright and punchy, this soap. So I wanted to share with you the words that I said about this soap after I'd made it. It came directly from the heart. Worthy represents the rainbow and the human rainbow. Both completely represent promise, unity, equality, justice, and hope. It's been a very pivotal time in America. My hope and prayer is that we are experiencing a revolution, a movement that will forever renovate our hearts and minds and systems so that all people know they are worthy of love and respect and safety. I think that we all could benefit from extending more grace and respect and empathy, and that's what this soap represents for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you for the next one. Bye.